Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. A third man's been charged over the alleged supply of drugs in the Lower Hunter. Last week, two 24-year-old men were charged after searches in several suburbs, which allegedly uncovered cocaine, MDMA, more than $280,000 in cash, and firearms. Yesterday, a 21-year-old man was arrested at Newcastle Police Station and charged with 11 offences. He's been refused bail to front court in May. From next term, students at Katara High School will not be allowed to ride e-bikes to school. The school has taken the controversial stand due to safety concerns and dangerous riding behaviour. Traffic around the school is extremely busy, and there have been several recorded incidents involving e-bikes and vehicles during 2025 and 2026. It comes as new laws go before State Parliament today, giving police and Transport for New South Wales officials the power to seize and crush illegal e-bikes. Renters in the Hunter will soon be able to transfer their bonds digitally from one property to another. The state government's new smart rental bond system will allow for the full transfer of bonds for a $25 fee. The system is designed to provide more security for both landlords and tenants. Hunter Tenants Advice and Advocacy Service Coordinator Nicole Gerges says the idea is a positive step forward.
I think that it's going to be an interesting process to see how that goes. We know the majority of bonds are returned, if not in full, only with a small amount in dispute. I would hope that we will continue to see that.
Companies are being invited to register their interest to participate in a tender to design and build a storage area at the Newcastle Logistics Precinct in Mayfield East. Energy Co is developing the precinct on former steelworks land next to the Port of Newcastle to expand portside storage for equipment needed to build renewable energy projects across the state. The precinct is subject to planning and environmental approval and will include a public exhibition period later this year. A joint progression between Newcastle and Port Stephens councils will see the integration of an additional curbside waste collection service. The service will redirect the community's food and garden waste from landfill into beneficial processes such as composting. Waste Services Managing Director David Witherden says the initiative is a positive step in improving the region's environment.
When it's introduced there in the middle of next year, we're really confident that we'll introduce a service that offers best value for money for our communities. It is a really positive step in the right direction in terms of improving environmental outcomes for the people of Newcastle and Port Stephens.
And there's been a rare sight over Newcastle Harbour this morning. 3 hot air balloons have floated over the city after taking off from Stockton.
2NURFM Sport.
The Newcastle Rebels have a shot at 4 straight New South Wales Country Championship titles. They defeated Northern Rivers in the semi-final on the back of a hat-trick from Isaac Blackhall last weekend. The rugby league side will now take on the Central Coast Pelicans for the title this weekend. Meanwhile, Justin Holbrook will need to fill a major hole in the Knights forward pack for this weekend. Prop Trey Mooney will be serving a 1-match suspension after dangerous contact against the Warriors. The team list for round 4 will be released this afternoon. The Newcastle Jets are on the cusp of a $1.2 million injection into the club. This is guaranteed if the side earn a place in the Asian Champions League Elite Division. Winning the competition could also see them win up to $17 million. And the Newcastle Falcons have re-signed Lewis Mason to their NBL 1 squad for the 2026 season. That's sport. I'm Darcy Mills.
And the winning numbers in Monday Lotto are 7, 12, 14, 19, 20 and 21, and the supplementaries are 13 and 27. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.